Let me ask you something. Are you bloated after meals? Are you struggling with brain fog that just won't lift? Maybe you're reacting to foods that you used to love, or dealing with unexplained skin issues or joint pain, or just plain exhaustion. If that sounds familiar, your gut might be trying to tell you something, and I want you to listen. It could be leaky gut syndrome, and believe me, it is more common and more serious than most people realize. Healing your gut could be the missing link to improving your health. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're gonna understand some things. What leaky gut is, what causes it, how it's connected to your immune system, your brain, your skin, and even more. And most importantly, what you can do about it starting today. So let's dive in. What is leaky gut? Leaky gut syndrome occurs when the mucosal lining of the small intestine becomes overly porous. And in a healthy gut, the lining of the gut acts like a screen or a barrier, allowing nutrients to pass into the bloodstream while keeping out things like toxins, undigested food, and harmful microbes. When it is damaged, the lining allows harmful substances to leak into the bloodstream, and that triggers inflammation and immune responses. Now, the lining is also similar to the skin because it sheds all of its cells every 3 to 5 days. Now, here's something that surprises a lot of people. You can have leaky gut without gut symptoms like joint pain, brain fog, skin disorders, mood swings, and never trace it back to your gut. In fact, I've worked with people who had brain fog and anxiety for years, and it turned out their gut was the missing piece. Leaky gut flies under the radar, but it's everywhere, and that's why this matters. So what causes leaky gut? Well, there are a few major factors. And here I go again with diet. Poor diet, processed foods, sugars. Sugar comes in many forms. It can be bread, it can be pasta. So when we think about sugar, it's not just table sugar. Another one is medications. Let's talk about NSAIDs, which is aspirin and ibuprofen, acid blockers, antibiotics that can damage the gut lining, infections like candida overgrowth, parasites, bad bacteria, and viruses. For example, you can get an intestinal virus and your gut wall opens up very quickly. There's also environmental toxins, pesticides, mold, heavy metals, the forever chemicals, lifestyle factors, chronic stress, overeating, not chewing well enough, too much alcohol and caffeine, many medical conditions like enzyme deficiency, celiac disease, or lactose intolerance. And the big one, just aging. Simply just aging can affect the gut lining integrity and digestive enzyme production. Leaky gut can give you symptoms all over your body, not just in the gut. Yes, some people have digestive symptoms, but also cognitive and mood disorders like brain fog, memory loss, anxiety, depression, fatigue. Food sensitivities start to develop more and more as time goes along. How does leaky gut affect your immune system? So when leaky gut happens, your immune system goes into overdrive. About 70% of the immune system resides in your gut. And when the gut barrier is compromised, the immune system launches an attack that starts to affect your organs, your tissues, your joints, blood vessels, and even your brain. So here's something wild. Your gut and your brain are constantly talking. They talk through the vagus nerve and neurotransmitters. What happens in your belly doesn't stay in your belly. It travels up to your brain. And that's why poor gut health can show up as brain fog, anxiety, depression, even insomnia. But the opposite is also true. When you nourish your gut, your mood, focus, and sleep often improve dramatically. Isn't that incredible? So let's take it one step further. The gut-liver loop. One of your liver's jobs is to send toxins to your gut so that they can be moved out of your body through bowel elimination. And for that to work the way it's supposed to, you want to be able to take in enough fiber to absorb these toxins so they do go out your bowel movement. If toxins don't get absorbed by fiber in your gut, they are reabsorbed into your bloodstream and can travel back to your liver. That's a big problem, and it can happen with cholesterol and other hormones the liver is trying to get out of your body, as well as toxins. So this creates a vicious cycle of inflammation, poor digestion, and toxic overload that goes over and over and over again. No wonder you're feeling off. Unfortunately, sometimes it's hard to determine if you have leaky gut. Your standard medical care may only treat symptoms. You might have to get some specialized testing like intestinal permeability testing, comprehensive stool testing, food sensitivity testing. If you're having symptoms, you have more power than you think to turn things around. With a few key changes to your diet routine and mindset, you can start rebuilding your gut lining and feeling like yourself again. And I'm going to show you how. I've developed a 4-step protocol that has helped thousands of people restore their gut lining and resolve their symptoms. Step 1 is remove, and I mean eliminate gut irritants. To reset your gut, you need to avoid certain things: processed foods and refined sugars, artificial sweeteners, gluten and dairy. Most people with leaky gut have gluten and dairy sensitivities, excess alcohol and caffeine. Now, step 2 is replace. You want to support your digestion. Many people lack stomach acid and digestive enzymes, and this leads to bloating and poor nutrient absorption. So support your digestion with apple cider vinegar. A tablespoon in water before meals boosts that stomach acid. Digestive enzymes, take them with meals for better digestion of your foods and absorption of your nutrients. Step 3, re-inoculate. Help restore the good bacteria. A diverse microbiome is essential for gut health. Replenish that good bacteria with probiotics. Look for multi-strain formulas with lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. Fermented foods. Try plain yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, or miso. Prebiotic fibers like garlic, asparagus, oats, or a quality prebiotic fiber supplement. Step 4, repair. Help heal the gut lining. We want you to support healing with a formula that contains 6,000 milligrams of L-glutamine, a key nutrient for gut cell regeneration. Aloe vera and marshmallow root soothes that inflammation. Omega-3s and turmeric reduce gut inflammation. Here are additional daily gut health routines and habits. Start your day with warm lemon water to stimulate your digestion. Eat whole, fiber-rich foods to feed that good bacteria. Chew your food thoroughly. Digestion starts in your mouth. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to support your microbiome balance. Move daily. Exercise promotes gut motility and bacterial diversity, even just walking. Leaky gut affects much more than just your digestive health. So if you're dealing with unexplained symptoms, it may be time to focus on your gut and adopt a gut healing lifestyle. Like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out my free guide to gut health. The link is in my bio.